ahead and share this video, and make sure you click on the subscribe button, and please put your hands together if you can, or wink your eye, or do whatever you like as we welcome to this program my brother Wamilele,
Yes,
live
so
and direct.
in person on Skype.
Yes, so boy, see how you fresh.
Oh,
What is
more.
going on?
We, me and you know the backstory, so make we leave out.
you know, all through the week we go through, a lot of and there's always one story or the other breaking out of Nigeria and so many places. But on weekends like this, we don't abandon the story, but we try to be a little bit relaxed, and see things from another perspective, still touching on issues. So, my brother, it's such a pleasure to have you on the show. I don't know whether I could begin to thank coronavirus because to clamp you down, to clamp you down is just so difficult. But I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you so much for coming on the show, my brother. You are welcome.
I appreciate, boss. Thank you.
Okay, let me start from where I normally start. Or even if you see the flyer, you see where you deck up. I won't touch your picture. The thing caught me. See how they bleed. So sharp. Your dressing, everything. Packaging. People go come. They wonder. Say, was this guy? Did he drop from the moon? Who
My
is
brother.
Wami Lele? We can start from there. Who are you? Who do you see yourself as?
First of all, my people, now well done. Wamilele is a comedian, is a father, uh, is a very simple guy. Just enjoy seeing laughter on the faces of people. Um, Fun guy to be around. Serious, very serious too. And he likes food, fashion, of course. In fact, he's a fashion freak, and he likes the good things of life, and he fear God.
Wonderful. I like that last aspect.
Mm.
Fears God. I like that so much. So let me, before we start going into the deeper part of the discussion, I do this test with people because
Right.
you are usually, I believe people are a component, a composition of their experiences, their upbringing, and all of that. I mean, I never asked you all this before we started, but please take us through your upbringing, where you were born, some of your life experiences, and let's see how you came to become a comedian or why you are actually able to entertain people. Let's just hear a little bit about that.
So first thing first, are you seeing me? No
Yeah,
problem.
see me and you. Yeah, go ahead. So we're talking about where you
Upbringing.
were born and stuff like that.
Yes, I was born in Benin, Benin, Edo State. At the time, it was Bendel. Uh, then I schooled in Benin. I went to my two primary schools and secondary school, one of them in Benin, and then moved to Warri.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Originally from Delta State, Nigeria, anyways. The Ethiopia is part of Delta State. Then I schooled in Warri, Enugu, then came to Lagos. But I started comedy in Warri in 1999 as a church thing. Those of us that grew up then, we loved church. So we started finding talent inside the church. And somewhere inside there, between finishing school, studying my school program, geology, I figured I could make people laugh. And initially, I started it for fun, but at some point, I decided to go pro, doing the act of comedy. And of course, like not every now, some Nigerians like me, we didn't have silver spoon or gold spoon or wood spoon or rubber spoon. Me, I didn't even have spoon at all. So I had to figure my own spoon out. You know? So Yeah, that's pretty much about me. Both parents are still very much alive. Family is doing good. They stay in Nigeria, but now I'm here trying to see what the national cake has to offer us. National cake.
Tell me about the first comedies that you did. I mean that you can look back now and say, "Now, wow!" You don't tell me your first time
Yeah,
on stage. Like when you give it a
say
shot.
I attended the church program. It was a vigil. We call it all night.
Mm.
It was a vigil, and that day it was a youth kind of event. So, oh, now I see you. You're moving. It was a youth kind of event, and the people organizing it, I know them. It's a church called Assemblies of God.
Mm.
So I begged the president of the youth fellowship that, bros, please, can I do something? Can I perform? He said, what do you want to do? So I said, just let me show you. So I decided to go on. When you see me then, I have like powder, like a clownish look, with big belly and all that. And man, I went to that stage and I performed so hard. And after that day, when you like, if you make worried people laugh, let me say you funny. I'm telling you.
So that was your first. That was your first outing.
First time on stage.
Do you have pictures of that? I hope you have the picture somewhere.
Oh, I do. I sure do. Uh, I almost think I posted it or something. But yeah, during the course of the show, I probably
Yeah,
should.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No problem, no problem. So now there's something I like about that. You see, you got on stage and you gave it your best. You gave it your utmost.
Right.
I see now. Was it you? Well, yes, it was in one of your jokes, and I need you to tell it because I don't want to mess it up. When you were saying that if you're cracking a joke and somebody is not laughing, that
Oh, don't laugh. It's not me. It's you. Before now, when I perform,
eh,
then I just started. I
eh,
am so concerned about people's response. I'm so concerned about would they laugh, would they not laugh,
yeah,
why is this person not laughing?
mm,
But I started figuring out after time that that's a poor man's mentality.
yeah,
Your own is to tell the joke, your own is to laugh. If you
eh,
don't laugh, it's not my problem. It's your problem. It's
yeah.
not that it's not funny.
eh.
It's your problem is bigger than my talent. Can't solve your problem. It's not on me at all.
So there are some problems. You give up. That's you concede that there are some
There's some problem, my brother. There's some problem you cannot help.
eh,
Oh, you don't see problem we go let you sit down for place, but you dey fly.
you sit down,
So,
you sit down, but you
you
dey
sit
fly.
down. You, for your mind like this,
Eh,
you run, you dey find money, you dey do as a but you sit down, no.
yes.
So person go dey talk to you and you go dey look am, but you know they see am. Oh, bros,
Man, that is a problem. Oh,
bros,
very,
problem do.
very serious problem.
Hey,
Remember that woman that came to give testimony in church, where they want to when they tell her say her sister, I say no, no, leave me, let me talk it.
ah, leave me, let me talk it.
Can you please
When
remind me of that woman?
when problem enter, no, that woman no, was not a problem. I mean, it was a problem to her.
Yeah,
It
because she came to give testimony.
came to share testimony, and the testimony na do. The problem was
Mm,
when you want to share testimony, or
mm,
if you must use the microphone at all.
eh,
I have learned over time. Speak the language you are comfortable with. Don't try, especially Nigerians. Nigerians like to speak waiting not be their own. English.
okay,
English is not our first language.
okay.
It has been proven
Mm,
that speaking English is our first language. And then your local dialect is your second language. And English is our third language. But Nigerians go come up, especially those ones who know say when you know you cannot do it, even you will know. And she want to tell testimony using English. Then she started speaking only what she and God understand.
So they call her. They say make
Then
people can't give
so
testimony. Hmm.
now from the start of the song, the praise and worship, women always sing before they praise. Be thou exhausted, exhausted. Let us exhaust him. Who do you want to exhaust? You want to exhaust God. So when she came, praise the Lord, we shout hallelujah. He said one day at his home. The moment he said at his home, Pastor said, Minister, speak PG English. So the woman said, no, leave me. Let me talk it like that. I home hungry is cash me. I look, nothing for sure. I put dodo for fire. Dodo mainstream. Oh, yeah, as for a ring is Papa that is called. I pick people, Papa, hungry, cash me, dodo, fire. Before I look, I see fire. I remember that thing that Pastor said. That when something big pass your eye, you shout Jesus. So I shout it 3 times. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. The fire is big.
Fire
It's
is
big.
begin.
The fire is big. It's a big fire. I carry prepper. I throw it for granted. Everything. Yakata. Fire started smalling.
Small.
My people, that was not the testimony. The testimony is that the dodo burned to ashes.
Oh my God.
I stop it and nothing happened to me. Praise the Lord.
Oh my goodness. Wamilele. See, that CD, that CD, that CD, it caused trouble for me. Because be like
Oh,
say, I dey play the thing for moto. Because stuff for police I be waiting. I just dey laugh.
wow.
They laugh. They come back from party. You know, so they do this. Police go mount this their check where they
Uh-huh.
do this breather and all that. So everybody that passes, they say, "How are you? How was the night? Are you okay?" Not be like Nigeria police. So
I know.
no, this one will say, "How are you? Everything good? Did you have something to drink?" You say, "No." It's okay, okay. Have a good night. So as the police stop me now, so I did laugh my head off because we're playing your
You're playing
CD.
the CD.
They were playing the CD. They didn't understand why I was finding the whole thing so funny. But
Wow.
compare your experience with police because I know say you get experience when you enter. I mean, police have
Bro.
been a security for help.
Wait. Which police? Police for here or police for Nigeria?
Two of them, but for here first.
No, for here, I've met police. So, this one, don't forget this one. One day I did go church. They drive motor, they play praise and worship. My guys, they inside motor, I don't pick them when they go church.
Yes.
So when I reach, there's this freeway. You know what we do call carpool
Yeah, sure.
lane. I don't the fire they go. And say Nigerians, say, might tell you this.
Hmm.
Nigerians know they look that inside mirror, rear mirror thing. If
Yeah.
they did so, until you speed past police. Ooh, that's why I begin look. Hey,
At that time.
make you know move. You go they look the mirror until you don't see them again. As I pass, they look me. I just see like, ooh, I say, gosh, hey. I begin the fire, they go. And the police follow me and say, stop. I just saw those police when they ride Okada. They are very wicked people.
Well, make you explain. Oh, people go to say now Okada.
No, people, no, okay, so those police officers on bikes,
Yes.
they're they're different. The one that uses car, they kind of have a negotiation with you,
Yeah, yeah.
But for those ones on bikes,
Eh.
very, very. So when the man came to me, I brought the music down, put on spiritual game face. The guy said,
Show me your spiritual face. No, show me your spiritual face.
very, very, just. And the man come, I said, good morning, officer.
Yeah.
The Lord bless you. The man said, amen, and God bless you too. I said, how's your family? He said, they are fine. How's work? He said, they are fine. Today is a blessed Sunday, and God is powerful today. The man said, amen to that. Can I have your license and registration? I said,
After
this man is an agent of the devil. So I give am this thing. As they go, I don't calculate. My guys don't they say, wow, sweetie will happen. I say, Mona, calm down. So the man, right. He said, where are you going? I said, oh, I'm going to church this morning with my friends. You know, we're just going to praise God. God has been good to us during the week and all of that. The man say, amen to that, brother. Now, and a black guy, I
Yeah.
hope whatever you pray for today, may God offer you. Here's your ticket. And then, hey, I say, Chinmo, tickets. Now, what kind of person is this? So,
After all your spiritual everything.
Ross, it's a real story. Oh. So I went to court for the first time. When I
Yes.
got there, I was watching the people. That they
Meanwhile,
do
meanwhile, when they tell you say you go court, how
when
your
they
heart?
I go no when they tell me say I go court. First, I don't go court once for Nigeria, but not be police carry me go. I say I cross freeway, and I
Eh,
carry me go court.
eh,
So this one, I was okay, no shaking. Make I go court. When I reach there, you know all these Oyibo people, when they
yes.
ask them, how do you plead? This is a thing against you,
Yeah,
guilty
yeah.
or guilty. They say not guilty. The judge was okay, you can go. I saw man, just like that. Now me I still come out. Oh. The man say driving 85 on a 55 freeway,
Freeway, yeah.
blah blah, guilty or not guilty. I said not guilty. The man said okay, um, go to the clerk, blah blah blah. Your case will be tried in so day. I said sure,
Ah,
which
ah.
one
Again.
again? I go home. So on that day of the trial, I come ask question. If you go for trial, how does it work? They say if your police officer no come, may you know say you don't get free case. You
Yes.
don't see prayer points. The way I start to pray, Father, that morning, this man
Okay,
will
no.
show. They will send him somewhere. His children will need him. His car will not start. Lord, I will not come to God. He will forget this case. He will remember he had to do something, but he will not remember the thing. Oh, but still prayer for him. You know, say God no answer my prayer.
Why go answer your prayer?
People's police officers started coming in. They were going into the courtroom. My own never come. I don't ready to give thanks. Lord, you are an answer prayer father. That's why I say this winch, they work at the come. Ah, I look the man they look me. Now I can't go up. The Bible says confront your adversaries with strength. Now go meet and say, officer, good morning. The man says, stay away from me. Hey, this is a serious something. True story. We enter court. The man, and then they call the cases, and they look up eye to eye.
Yes, to confront him.
Yo, I was looking at this man. The man they talk and they pray against the inside by I say you will not petition me. You will not claim anything on my head. Now so police called me, a court judge called me, asked the man, the officer, what do you want to do to the case? The man said to me, you can let him go. Inside court, now so I shall praise the Lord. I was so happy on my way back. I run red lights. They catch me, give me another ticket.
Again.
What can we do? Is
But
this country?
bros, but bros, anyhow, with the red light, with the ticket, make they give me 100 tickets. They pass Niger police. I will, I will
No.
gladly.
That one is a different
I
level.
say, hey, I will gladly take the 100 ticket and stay here than stay with Niger police.
You know the thing about Nigeria police, every one of them have different way of functioning. The
Uh,
police will catch you for Lagos is different. When we catch you if you dey travel go east,
uh,
a different breed. And every state get their own character. So
explain now. Help us explain small.
no. Nigeria police, I dey go worry one early morning. I just buy one motor that time.
Mm.
The first police catch me. Before I talk anything, he don't show strength. So this guy give me slap. Wah! I come down for motor begin fight am. So the man they tell me say he go shoot me, he go kill me. That's me, thief. How you take get money to buy this motor? And I was young at the time. How you take get money buy motor? So if that can separate us, you know, as your guys separate us, they still collect 3,000 from me.
Oh God.
Come they drive, they go continuation, enter from Ogun State to Ondo State. Yes, I was crying because that thing pained me. Say, why this guy slap me? That's why another police pulled me over. I said, fine boy, why you dey cry now? I said, now what police just slap me? I don't do anything. The man say, yeah, no vex. Make we go station, go write statement. I said, for where? Not be another state with this. He said that he said Nigeria police force.
So we can go station, go rest.
I tell her, I say, no, I don't want to go station. The man say, well, I said, 5,000. I say, ah, what is my offense? Say, I cried. Oh, bros, Nigeria police are on a different breed, oh. Ah,
Hey, brother, that's why it's never a dull moment, never a dull moment with you. Let's now that we're actually talking about police,
uh-huh.
there's a lot of our people, a lot of our. I just let's touch about waiting they happen for US before we even go to Nigeria. All this police brutality against the
Right.
background of the shooting of George Floyd. God rest his
Right.
soul. Is now been buried. But let's talk about that. What have you faced racism in America? What how have you dealt with it? What is your experience?
Is a no situation for me, or probably even if it has been put towards me, I didn't pay attention to it because one, I know my roots. Two, I am too confident to be intimidated by anybody. I don't care. I don't care what the person is. I'm too confident to let anybody do that to me. I think there was a time I went to Utah, and that was the first time, and I went to this um, redneck location where they would have, even talked down at me. But I think my personality, my courage, the way I just carried myself, didn't put me in that situation. So I've never suffered that as an individual, not from the law and not from the people.
You there's something that you said now that that resonates with people I've spoken with. Last week I had MC Chaz here, and I'd like to just use this opportunity to thank you because you made it happen. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But MC Chaz was here. Sorry, this laugh where you make me laugh. You don't nearly choke me. So
Yeah,
MC
man.
Chaz was here. MC Chaz was here, and I asked him the same question. And you see, his response, I don't want people to begin to misunderstand this because he said exactly what you said. He said, bros, honestly speaking, I don't even notice this thing. Like, it may be happening, oh, but like, I don't even notice it because I don't even have time. And the same thing with me. Like, I go to my kid's school, a teacher wants to do something that I don't. I know I stop you. They say no. I go to principal call us to a meeting. I say stop. After that, other ones back off. If I dey walk, you try that on me. I deal with it. Like I don't even. I just see it as and like if you insult me, I insult you back. If you stand in my way, I know my right, I comot you. Or so I think that makes us we just deal with the situation, whether it's coming from a white man, a black man, orange, we just deal with it. So that's why
Yeah.
it looks like we don't notice racism. So I think maybe the takeaway from this is I think black people need to be more confident. I know we are coming from a place that is very difficult, but it is very, very important that we just exhibit more confidence. We exhibit more confidence and a show of we have to show that we know where we're coming from. We have to show that we know our rights, and we need to know the right thing to do in certain situations because there are situations that you find yourself, and it is the way that you handle that situation that results in what happens next. And that is not to say that there are no there are some police people, there are some some white people who are just racist, just plain racist. There's no other way you can describe it. There's no other way you
Let
can
me,
talk about it.
yes,
The people
let
are
me,
just racist. Um,
let me answer. There are people who just,
we are not seeing you, but you can go ahead and talk. There's the visual is not so good, but go ahead and talk.
the people who come in contact with those kind of officers or individuals that feel the need to give hate crime or racist words to people. I think at the end of the day, it's always about you on the receiving end. It's always about, do you act or do you respond? I think if you are responsive, it de escalates the situation and you talk to the person like an intellect. You put your words together, you keep your form together, and you pass out your message as firm and as direct as you can, you know, so that this person understands that they are not talking to anybody or a riffraff or a person that don't know jack. You know, you have to be firm. To all my fellow black people out there, it's a crazy world and crazy time we live in. But the truth is, everybody suffers some kind of intimidation. It's how you respond that justifies the action that comes after us. You know, if you just go into reaction and shouting and all of that, it escalates subject. But when you talk to this, but you know how somebody comes to you and think they have a point to say, and then
Hmm.
you finish speaking to them, and then they leave like, oh wow, they feel so stupid. That is how a lot of people, black, white, Latino, wherever you are, racism, sincerely, racism is one, intimidation is two. Every human being suffers some kind of, when people talk to you in a very condescending manner and make you feel less of yourself, because that is what racism is about, making you feel less of yourself, making you feel like, oh, you don't belong here. Yo, brother, sister, I am not the one who was slaved. It's my people, 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 people. I have become a new part, whether you like it or not. Me as a Nigerian, there's no born any human being well to tell me, go back to your country. My friend, we're all Americans together.
See,
Nigerians
yeah,
together.
bros, that's one thing people don't understand. And when I try to tell, you know, when other people look at me, they say, Chidi, you're so, there's something about you. You're so arrogant. You're like, you're so full of yourself. I say, do I have to apologize? I can't apologize about that. I know myself, just like you say. I know where, they never born you. See,
Yep.
you see me, there was the first time, let me tell you, the first time I got pulled over by police here, you will laugh. We dey go, as we dey drive dey go, police, we come see police behind us. He come put the police guy put his light, okay. The light just
Right.
dey turn dey fly. I dey go where I dey go. I just kept going. The guy expected me to stop, but me, I didn't know that when police put their light behind you, you go
Need to.
stop. So the guy dey do the next thing, he put that. I think say the guy wan pass me. I slow down a little bit. The guy no
Uh-huh.
pass. I increase my speed until the guy come overtake me. Say make I park, papa. I come park. He come tell me say why I no stop. I say why should I stop? He say he put his light behind me. I say na your light now. I don't know what you're doing. So if anybody just put their light, I go stop. So he assumed that as a black man, I am conversant with crime and police and what to do. I said, no, 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 no. I know see, let nobody teach me, say, because so many times you they pass with your light. There are sometimes you're attending to an emergency, your light is on, you're blowing your horn. I don't know that it's me because I'm not afraid that I did anything. So they found it so amusing, and it looked to them, it looked strange that wow, there's a black guy who doesn't, who is not like a customer to things about crime.
Right,
you,
right.
you know. So and I was confident. He said, um you're driving with an expired whatever sticker, because the sticker expires with your birthday or something like that. So
Oh,
so I say, oh, I say I don't know now. He say you. I say okay. So what thing we go do? He say you give me a ticket. I say okay. You give me a ticket. I say so have a nice day. You go your way, I go my way. No, I don't feel intimidated. I don't feel anyhow. But anyway, we know that there's a lot of intimidation from folks who are racist, like just racist, and God will help us deal with them. Now,
amen.
talking about that, wait till you get to tell some of our brothers, some of our wannabes, where I see them, they carry billboard, they demonstrate, they dey in front of gutter, they never chop. NEPA carry their lights, but they stand for streets with placard. We can't breathe. No justice. No wait till you get to tell them.
I'd say it's a good thing to support the cause, or understand why you are there. Um, don't be a follower, be the one that leads. So if somebody asks you what is going on, you have accurate information to pass. That is the understanding. You have to know why you're there. A lot of people don't. For me, on both sides, when people protested, they want change. Other people use it as a means to cause vandalization. And some are just there, oh, because they're doing it, let's to go and do it. But you can never really understand the pain of a person except you feel a similar kind of pain. And at this time, the way the whole loudness is going on, even in our own country, Nigeria, we saw people saying they can't breathe and all of that. I thought that was stupid because you have major problem to deal with in your country. And you're not doing that. You're not speaking up for that. You are saying you can't breathe for people in America. The people in America do for you. you know, uh, police brutality. Unfortunately, Nigeria don't experience police brutality. Nigeria police, when they say police is your friend, it's Nigeria police. We are here to serve you. It's Nigeria police. They are very cooperative. Depends on where your financial status they.
Uh,
Depends on how you understand.
uh,
So
at
I
least you
say,
can negotiate with Nigeria police, at least.
but bottom line, I say understand the reason and the cause for which you do anything in support of what is going on in the world right now. And I think the bigger problems in our country to speak up about than trying to join in solidarity of what's going on in America. Because sincerely, that does not apply to you guys.
I'm telling you, bros. In America, in Canada, all over the world, a lot of celebrities, they came out, they spoke up, they did a lot of things. Um, in Nigeria, in Africa, a lot of celebrities don't want to get involved, and I can tell you why. A lot of them, especially the musicians, and even to a large extent, even comedians and a lot of other stars, because they go and they perform for some of the people that are government officials, that are influential people. They don't want to speak to power. They don't want to say things that would annoy the powers that be. And I want you to speak to that. How do you see that attitude, and what is your advice?
Um, okay, so on that ground, right?
Mm.
I think time has changed. Sincerely, we're more into entertainment uh, kind of life today than message. Um, God rest his soul. The late Majed Fasher, who just died, his first song to his last song is all about change. It's all about a message. But today is more for the dance. It's more for the entertainment part of it. big woman, small woman, blink cars, and all of that. So, to our entertainers, it would be very nice to put your talent to speak for the people because as a public figure, a lot of people just look up to you. They take you way more serious than they would take a regular, person.
Somebody like me, like, huh?
If you can put your voice into the cause, it would do a lot of good. Also to Nigerians, entertainers are not just about the blink life and all of that. Sometimes when they speak a truth concerning a message, don't go. The problem is with Nigerians. Nigerians are like Israelites. You know, support them, they will shout. You support them, they will shout. Like if anyone you do, they're like two-edged swords. So Nigerians always have the ones who will come and say, but when you do this, when you do that, For example, what was her name? Funke Akindele had a situation with the law. Uh,
Yes.
the quarantine thing started. And entertainers, of course, came to back her up and say, this is the reason why. And Nigerians started going in on the entertainers. You know,
Mm.
the Nigerians started going in on the entertainers for some reason. I don't know why. So it's just sad where our people cannot really apply their talent into speaking up against powers that be because of either the fear of if I talk, you don't know what will happen to me. If I don't talk, people will say I didn't talk. So it's tricky. That's all I'll say.
But do you think the stars should speak more, or you think it's not really their business?
I think they should speak for sure.
Also,
I think they should speak. Uh, I think they should. There's a lot of pain in the country for them to just ignore the fact that what's going on. In defense to comedians, every platform they have. I was watching something by, I think it was Agosave or one of the guys, or Godons, and he was going in on the politicians, and the politicians were sitting there inside the event, and he was going in, he was calling them by name and telling them what he wanted to say. And I thought, oh, okay, that was super good. At some point, somebody needs to tell these people the truth.
to tell you the truth, I not just because you're a comedian, but I doff my heart for Nigerian comedians
Yeah.
because they are and there's always been this controversy about whose job is harder, the comedian or the artist. And I've told people 1,000 million times that the artist just comes up with a song and that's it. He just keeps promoting the song. A comedian, tell me what happens when you go to worry and you want to crack a joke and you crack the joke that you have.
See, I think comedy is the hardest job on
Oh
the
my
face of.
goodness.
I think a lot of people, when people say, "Oh, stop, you are just joking," stop. They don't understand the work, the creative
I
part
know. I
of a
know.
comedy.
I know.
Learn it. You don't learn it.
I know.
There's a class for singing.
I
There's a
know.
class to be a doctor. There's a class to fly plane. There's a class to be a scientist. There's a class for everything. But you see that work, comedy,
You don't
ah,
learn it. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
simple. Now there's even people with sense of humor that don't make them a comedian.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Yeah. Because I've seen, the funny thing is, I've seen two or three comedians
right.
take the same joke, word
Uh-huh.
for word, line for line, the same expression,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't work. It works with one particular
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. It's a lot to be a comedian, and people have to understand that the mind of a comedian is a busy place. Is a very busy place. A comedian can see jokes in the saddest situation, in the saddest. I was watching a video recently on one of these comic that just dropped a special on Netflix, and it was talking about when people say, "Oh, Black Life Matter," and other people say, "Oh, all life matters." It said, but when it comes to 9/11, people say, "Oh, World Trade Center, we can never forget it." So he said, "No, it's World Trade Center. It's not all buildings matter." That So when you see the mind of a comedian,
Yes, 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 yes. Well, it's an art, and art is drawn from a depth of creativity that a lot of people don't understand. Now, I want to talk about Africans and Nigerians, the community outside, and how they're going about it. A lot of people are struggling. People like you are lucky to have made it. I mean, for you to come to 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 a foreign land and be able to hold your own. You travel around the whole place doing your comedy. What advice, or should I say, what is it that you think is responsible for your ability to blend and survive in this environment? Because it's a lot different from where we're coming from, but you're able to survive and do things that are acceptable, host shows, do MCs, talk to people. You get invited to so many things. You've been to Canada. Yeah, I've seen you here. I've seen you in I mean, I used to wonder, what is it, not that I want to spoil your business, so, but you should know that people don't like you, because why should they have comedians in a place and they go and import you to come and do comedy? The local people there, they don't like you. So what is it?
I'd say first is God. A man that is right in his ways, God will favor. Secondly, is I've prepared for this a long time ago. I've paid my dues. I hardly go to a place and do something, and three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 10 people don't remember me. I hardly, I don't think that even happens anymore.
Mm.
Um, I I put my all into it. Every time I'm on stage, I do it like it's my last stage, and so people will always come back for that. I'm very focused. I'm very focused. I respect the fact that if you pay me to do something for you, I gotta put my 100 into it because you're trusting me with your finances, and that's a big deal. On the land, um, if not trying to be spiritual, God said, anywhere you step your feet on, He has given that place to you. So if it's my own, I just have to go ahead and claim and do what is needed for me to move forward. So for a person like me now, I almost can survive anywhere. Just put me there. And I
True.
think it's also tenacity of the fact that growing up, I see so far. So as I did now, so far not even feel me again. Say, so far, it's so far see me go say that guy. Nothing to try, I'm gonna leave him, I'm gonna leave him. You know. So it's part of the way life has become for me, where I just have no choice but to make it.
Right, 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 my brother. Talking about being focused, I'm going to talk about, because I mean this is your field, but let me talk about your family. You are a family man. I don't. I mean, it's your prerogative how much of your family you want to talk about, but let's let's get to know you. Like a policeman will ask in Nigeria, Oga, may we know you?
And we don't- you tell him I'm an OAP. He says, "Fast,
For no reason.
senior officer go ask and say, what's an OAP? I don't know. He just say OAP. Say it sound like saying in get power pass DPO.
I'm telling you. Or,
Uh,
or if they
uh,
say, May we know you say esprit du corps. Chansa.
Chansa.
What
Say,
be
oh,
esprit?
Emma.
I don't even
Say,
know what to be
oh,
esprit du
you
corps.
have it.
Oh yeah, they
It's
go, they go, they go, they go.
yeah. Say Chansa. So, like I said before, I used to be a family man, but I'm not now. But I'm a father for sure. I still
Okay.
have a son who I'm trying to donate to one church that will take him. Uh, yes, I'm so proud of him. My son is a superstar by the grace
Oh,
of. Uh,
amen.
we shot a commercial that was heard during the Super Bowl halftime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has a show right now on Apple TV. Uh,
Jeez.
just shot, he shot a commercial that would have heard during the Olympics if it happened. You know, he already did the commercial and everything, so I would have seen him again on the picture. So I'm so proud and excited about that. And
Mm.
maybe someday, man will move forward into the place of a together family.
Amen. So are you free? Are you
Uh,
available?
so what had happened was this your green screen. Now they show. I know they see the animals where they behind.
Why you this man? Why you must you waiting? Where's your own? I want
Hey,
to be your
man,
own. Why you don't
my
go
brother,
enter the
I'm
motor?
not saying. I thought, oh, don't kill
It
me.
means that you know they see this animal no dey here. What's your own?
Oh, no animal there. Now black in a green wall like they see.
Oh,
So
this man. Now
sorry,
you,
I
I don't know
no
what things be your own. I beg.
bad. Sorry. Yes.
Okay, now you don't dey see the animal.
No animal. So I still they see your shirt and the green screen. So
Don't worry. I go join you for waiting the apple here.
no shit.
Okay, make I help you. Make I join you now. Make I join you now. Uh-huh. Ah,
Oh,
you dey
oh.
miss since now. Ah, you
See,
dey
I'm not even saying that. Me, I just dey see green wall.
you dey watch the TV in black and white before.
Can you imagine? You wicked though.
Yes, so hey, my brother, I always enjoy your company. The reason why I enjoy your company is because you see people like you are an inspiration to our young people. Our young people look at they have this weird impression of what a star should be, or when they see you crack jokes or you are in your star element, they don't get to see the behind the scene. But so it's important that we do things like this so they can hear you uh, uh, talking from another angle, and they get to see that wow, this is the real person. This is what he goes through before he comes on stage. So that when you see him on stage and you know what is powering him, it will encourage you, because a lot of other people who have unfortunately become role models for our kids, what they're doing now. I don't want to. I want to be very very careful, but I heard a thing about Davido and Chioma on the news, and it kind of broke my heart. But everybody's entitled to their relationship. But I think it is important that when our stars are doing anything, they are very very conscious. Like you said before, there's a lot of people who
Yeah,
are who are
to you.
looking at us, who want to emulate what we're doing, who we serve as role models too. So it's important that whatever we do, we are very conscious. Yes, my brother. Let's talk a little bit of politics. We really can't dodge that. There's a lot
Yes.
of insecurity in our country. Um, Fulani headsmen. I know every time I say it, people say, Chidi, you have to be politically correct. Don't just say Fulani headsmen. Say something else. No, 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 no. Fulani headsmen are overrunning our villages. We saw a large influx of them during the pandemic. What do you say about that? What is your opinion?
I think for security, everybody needs to be. responsible for their well-being uh, in terms of safety. I personally have an experience because I lost a very good friend
Wow.
to headsman, a very, very good friend at that.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I just feel uh, Nigeria is not like America, where if you feel like somebody is trespassing or is a threat to you in self-defense, you can have a gun and shoot the person.
Mm.
You know, so it limits our ability to protect ourselves.
Mm.
But I want to say our government have failed in that part of life. They've failed badly. There's no politically or diplomatic way to say it.
Mm.
Uh, they have removed the they've removed the essence of safety from our country.
Mm.
Uh, and they need to seek themselves up and have a conversation with them, and not until something happens to one of them or one of their children,
Mm.
maybe 3 or 10 of them, they might not see this as a major problem. It has to affect them for them to take it up as a major problem. So maybe even on the government and both on the security agencies, something needs to happen to one of their families for them to know that, okay, this is a major problem. Because right now, that is a pandemic in Nigeria.
Okay.
That is a major pandemic in Nigeria. And we have been dealing with it for some years. And where did this come from? This was not the story of Nigeria a long time ago.
Mm-mm.
We had problem.
No.
When I was growing up, if you see herdsmen bringing all these cows and everything, you play with them, you run
Yes.
with them. So when did they go from being that into killers?
They used to
You
be
know,
shy, self. They used to be shy. I know them. They'll put their
so
makeup. I'm telling you.
we give them. So I just think with the change in time and a lot of misplaced kind of because even the headsmen, I want to think, not defending them, that they would have experienced somebody attacked or killed their animals, and then in return, trying to do safety, they too decided to start killing people. And there's always two sides to every story,
The
but
truth, sorry, my brother. The truth about this is, you see the regular Fulani man, cattle rearer. Those ones are cattle rearer or Fulani nomadic settlers. Those ones that they carry their see. Those ones they don't get wahala with you. They carry their cow. They come to the village market with their fura the nunu. They sell their fura. They go back. You go to where they have their huts. They do. Their men. The day they are resting, they come to the market. They paint their face and all of those things.
you're right,
But
right,
these ones that carry AK-47, they don't speak English. They don't speak Hausa. They from Niger, Chad, all these places. Those are the ones that we're talking about. So,
yeah.
yeah,
Those,
yeah.
those people, like I said, they are a major problem in our country, and the government needs to do something to make sure they give our people a sense of security, because we do not have it. It also depends. There's herdsmen, there's kidnapping, there is even now, there's police brutality
Yeah,
going.
so
Yeah, so it's just Nigeria don't even seem like we have any kind of structure, and then things go worse. It just go from one bad to another bad.
even now they're talking about there's this the bigger pandemic now that is rearing its ugly head. It seems to have been there but maybe neglected. Is this issue of
It,
rape?
yeah, it's the rape part,
I'm
and
telling you, it's so crazy now.
I don't understand it.
It's like
I do not
there's always
understand
one bad thing after another bad thing
it.
after another bad thing.
That's why I said Nigeria goes from Nigeria just have a buffet of bad things. You know, I don't know if that was right to say, but they just have the stuff which one you like.
He said he doesn't even know what that is the right
Which,
thing to say.
which one you like to deal with, just have yourself. There's buffet. Help yourself.
Oh
One of
God.
the things
He said
just
sometimes it's the comedian in you trying to turn something bad into, make sense out of it.
I'm telling you, it's a sad situation.
Okay, now let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
Um What do you think about Biafra?
Wait, first of all, how long this your show they last for?
It don't it's supposed to finish now. I just dey give you Jara. I just giving you Jara. Just because it's you.
So Biafra, I don't understand the concept of Biafra now,
Okay.
but then at the time, I had the opportunity of watching recently the story of the Igbo people. First, I watched the story of the Igbo people. How did the Igbo man come about?
Hmm.
And then I watched the story of Nigeria and the whole Biafra situation.
Yeah.
And as an individual, I did understand why the Biafrans will want to take themselves out of the continent, because a country where more than 75% of the country is given to one ethnicity and the power base goes there, sincerely to me, is super unfair. So even with all the states we're trying to create in the south west and the south south, no matter the states and local government and everything, we have no pinch on what the north already have in Nigeria, because the north, sincerely, the north is Nigeria, sincerely speaking.
No, you have answered the question. I'm going to leave it there. My brother, thank you so much. We've overshot the time by a little bit. I'm going to edit the video and cut off the parts that are not good. Just your closing remarks to your fans who are watching out there and to the rest of us who have just discovered you. What do you have to say to us in closing?
Well, stay safe. Life is too short. Don't let nobody make you feel less of yourself. Keep your heads high. No matter what you're going through, it will pass. We'll all get there. On the other side, we'll see ourselves, and it shall be well.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you very much. Wamilele. When next we call you, I beg, answer our call.
I will just make the time a little bit deeper.
Don't worry, we'll make it much better. We'll learn. We'll learn. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a blessed, blessed, blessed weekend.
All right. Bye bye. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That was Wamilele, renowned comedian. This is someone. Why I like him is that he's serious minded. His jokes are very very well done. They are family friendly, and if you see him do MC in shows, you'll be glad that you had someone like him do MCs. And he's also someone who is focused. You can see that the kind of people I bring on this show are not people who are like, he doesn't live inside his comedy personality. He has his acts, like his comedy acts. That is the business part of him. But then he has his personality that is that is that knows where he is going. He is focused. He's talented. He is well grounded. Okay, and that is why I love him so much. I've been to his shows. I have his CDs. We're gonna post his social media handles so that you can you can follow him. You can find out more about him. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for being on the show today. Please, next time when we're on, always remember to support us. Make sure that you click the notification bell if you have subscribed, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. And as always, from all of us here in the Toronto studios of Worship Media, Dr. Chidi, Dr. Erica, and every other person who is part of our crew worldwide, we continue to say that we love you. Bye bye.